Hello, my fellow human, and welcome back to another daily dice where we ask the dice for a message and find out what that is. I want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey with me. It's truly an honor to be spending this time and this space with you, and for anyone that is new here, welcome. This is a reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience together, and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic selves. And if you are truly new here, we do things completely differently here, so I'd suggest strapping in, hanging on, and you and I are going to find out together. And if the messages happen to resonate along the way, it would really mean the world to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Now, with that, we do have a message today. The ancestors are telling you a secret. I don't know what that is. That was just what came through before we started today, so we're going to go with it. We're going to be using the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards today by Kyle Gray, and we're going to see what comes through for you. So, ancestors, what is the secret you would like to share with my fellow humans? Ooh. It's a big one. Ancestors, what is the secret you would like to share with my fellow humans today? What is the secret you'd like to share with my fellow humans? Okay, thank you. Okay. Ancestors, what is the secret that you'd like to share with my fellow humans? What oracle card will help us better understand that today? It's this one here. Okay, so before we get started, there's something here that they're trying to help you see on a deeper level. So whether that's because you're psychic or very intuitive or very empathic and open to those subtle nuanced energies, this is something that they've been trying to get to you. And it has to do with someone who has been somewhat of a trickster, or someone that has been leading you down a really bad path based on pulling the wool over your eyes. And I feel like there's been this energy of fearing, trusting your intuition, maybe fearing that you're being cynical or that you're being a hypocrite, and you're not. Those feelings are coming up because they're real. Okay, wow. So we've drew it, and this card is peeking out. We'll look at it in just a second, but we have hold the space. I feel like this is that reminder that you can absolutely go within and talk to your ancestors, ask them for very clear messages. What is this that you're trying to help me with? We feel like if you're feeling cynical about someone, or if you're feeling like maybe you're the problem, that it's okay to get clarification. Like, is this me overreacting to something, or is this you showing me something that I need to know? And knowing that they will absolutely give you that. We've got Mother or Earth Mother here. Feel loved and comforted. They want you to know that you're very protected, and that there's nothing that you can do that would anger them, that they are always on your side. But I do feel like there's a disconnection here between you and them right now, because you feel like maybe you haven't talked to them enough, or you haven't done something enough of, and that they don't want you to feel that way at all. They want you to know that they're here for you no matter what, and that they'll always be at the other end of the line, but you're the one that has to activate that, right? You're the one that has to come forward and say, hey, come and talk to me, ancestors. They're ready and waiting. So ancestors, what is the secret that you would like to share with my fellow humans today? Ancestors, what is the secret you would like to share with my fellow humans? The 8th house. Wow, the house of secrets. Awesome. Mercury and Leo energy. Yeah, so they definitely are confirming that this was a channel message with the 8th house and Mercury energy coming out. There's a secret that we want to tell you. There's something that we're trying to communicate with you. This has to do with someone who is being very egotistical, very much in their shadow energy. The Leo, this is someone who's being very arrogant, wants to be the center of attention. They want all eyes on them. This feels like someone who doesn't care if it's bad energy, if it's good energy, if it's bad attention, if it's good attention. All attention is still what is it? The all publicity is good publicity? No. That's how this person feels, though. Like, they don't care. And They twist a lot of people's words to make it seem like they're either the know-it-all, or they're the go-to person, or that they're the one that has everything that everybody needs. But then when things get real and a real question gets asked, this person is nowhere to be found. And I feel like you've noticed this, but you're also sitting there like, okay, so is it just me? Like, am I overreacting? You're not trusting your intuition here, is what they're saying. They've been trying to help you with this person. This person has left you feeling confused more than once. And this person is really good at masking their true energy. And they've done it for a long time. I feel like this person may target empaths. To say that they're narcissistic is not... I'm not here to diagnose, but it's also not coming out with the dice right now. But this person has a lot of hidden secrets that they're not telling, they're not revealing. Okay? They are, and there's like this danger that's coming here. It's, if you keep going with this person, there's a sense of danger that's coming in. That's not to scare you. They're not trying to scare you. That's not what they're trying to do. They're just trying to show you that, like, this is something that could lead to a broken heart, or this is something that could lead to disappointment. So when we talk about dangers, it's oftentimes referring to something that is going to cause pain and suffering for us, something that we are holding attachment to. And so they want you to know, like, this is something to be aware of, to be leery of as well. And it does feel like this is a person. This could be a Scorpio, a Leo, a Gemini, or Virgo. This could be someone that has the 8th house in Leo. This could be someone that has Mercury in Leo. You could have the 8th house in Leo or in Mercury. You could have prominent Scorpio placements. You could have Scorpio South Node, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Venus. You could be a Scorpio Sun. Scorpio's coming in really strongly here for me. To be someone that is a Scorpio that is in their shadow aspect. Okay? Yeah, this is someone who's very vain. They're dominating. They're selfish. This is someone who wants all eyes to be on them no matter. And if they see eyes on you or they see eyes on everyone else, this is someone who is going to cause chaos to get eyes back on them. Whether that's good or bad, or it's beneficial or not beneficial, whether that's to you or to them, they don't care. They don't care how they look as long as all attention is on them. And somehow, some way, shape, or form, this person has lived their whole lives in this manner. Okay? And this is something that you are picking up on sensory information here. Okay, you're picking up on very nuanced energy here, and you're worrying if this is you comparing this to maybe a past relationship, or comparing this to someone who you experienced something like this before, like trying to overcome past judgments and criticism. Like I said, I feel like you're judging yourself right now for being critical and hypocritical, being judgmental and being selfish, but you're not the one that is. You're actually feeling this person's energy. This person is really good at masking. They're very good, and not just wearing a mask. This person is, when you meet someone who can blend in with any crowd, that's this person. They'll blend in with any crowd. This person does not have a dynamic that stands out as one particular dynamic. This is someone that no matter where they go, they're going to fit in because they've mastered the art of being the center of attention and fitting in. So this is someone who doesn't even know who they are, and their best guess is to make everyone else question who they are so that they don't feel like they don't feel bad about making other people hurt or have questionable energy flowing around them. So like if they make you look bad in other people's eyes, that's just not going to faze them. It's just not. Like, they don't care if they ruin your reputation. They don't care if they tarnish your name. Like, this is someone who just only cares about being in the spotlight at all costs. And I do feel like maybe you've caught this person in a lie, but then you've maybe brush that off, right? And when we think about secrets, you're like, well, this isn't anything new. But I feel like the reason they're calling it the secret is because they want you to trust that they're trying to help you overcome a very difficult situation here. Ancestors, what is the secret you would like to tell my fellow humans? What is the secret you would like to tell my fellow humans? My favorite human? You're my favorite humans. You really are, too. Alright, Source. The Patriarch. Unapologetic. This is very telling, right? And this is so this deck is the Secrets, hold on. Secrets of Ancestors Oracle by Abiola Abrams. Yeah, Abiola Abrams. And this is such a beautiful book. Like, this is such a beautiful deck, and it mirrors the tarot as well. But this is likened to the Emperor energy here. So again, I'm not here to diagnose anybody, but I am getting that narcissistic tendencies here. Okay, this is somebody who has narcissistic tendencies. This is someone who could be like a covert narcissist, or they've picked up those traits along the way. And this is someone who is unapologetic about who they are and what they do. They don't feel bad about how they treat people. So there's nothing, this person could make you cry big crocodile tears, right? Big tears, and sob and grieve over something. And the only thing that they care about was if they were at the center of attention. Wow, this is not a good energy. This is not a good energy. This is making me sick to my stomach. Like, seriously. Okay, I guess you're getting 3 of these. Yeah, this person, this could be a father with the Emperor coming out here. You know, and I'm just going to say right now, like, if this is a father, that's very difficult because there's the title and the role that this person has in your life, right? Like, of course you want to love them. Of course you want to give them a chance. But sometimes we just can't. Like, sometimes these people have their own agenda, including family. Right? And it's not to say that we just stop loving them. I feel like that's absolutely impossible, honestly. I mean, they can hurt us enough times to where we just stop giving them love. But I feel like you've been hurt by this person a lot. And this could also be someone who is mirroring a father wound to you as well. And so you may be trying to heal, and they're saying, oh, give people a chance, give people a chance. You're like, maybe I'm just not giving this person a chance. I do feel like there's an element of questioning yourself here. On the bottom, look, we have the Matriarch. Oh my gosh. So we have the Emperor and the Empress coming out. Nurture the harvest. Taking care of yourself here is so vital. But this is really telling. This could be the father and the mother wound coming out here. Okay, this is the balancing of those energies in your domain. But I feel like your ancestors are trying to help you balance that energy out by trusting the intuitive notions that you're receiving while still taking action from a place of kindness and compassion. But I do feel like there's this element that keeps coming in where you're questioning yourself. Oh, I did not realize I had these the other way. Yeah, Father of Earth. Wow, we have this is the King of Coins, generosity, and we have the Father of Air. Okay. This is a patriarchal energy coming in very strongly here. The Father of Earth, the Father of Air, leadership, generosity, and unapologetic. This is very, very, very clear here. This is someone who either holds a label, a title, a position in your life. This could be a teacher. This could be someone you look up to. This could be a boss. Okay, this could be your father. This could be a grandfather. This could be an uncle. Okay, definitely giving off masculine vibes here. This could also be a woman that has a masculine sign, so an air or fire sign, okay? This is someone who wants to be seen as a hero. This is someone who wants to be seen as having all their stuff together. This is someone who is very good at lying because they've convinced themselves of their own lies. They believe the only way for them to be accepted is if they code everything in a lie. And they do, and they become very good at it. Why? Because this is somebody who has lied for their entire lives. And I feel like there's moments where you're like, but I'm trying to forgive. I'm trying to let go. I'm trying to open my heart more. And I'm trying to be this loving person. And you've gotten intuitive notion after intuitive notion on this. And yet you're still opening up and letting this person come into your energy because this person is really good. This is a snake. This is a snake. This is a wolf in sheep's clothing. This is someone who is driven by the ego. This is someone who is arrogant, egotistical. They do not care about you, no matter the role that you have in this person's life. And this is hurtful, and I know, and I'm so sorry, but that's what they're wanting you to know, is that this person does not see you as a person. They see you as an object for use for them to achieve the desired outcome, the desired results that they want. So this is someone that's helping you. They want to be seen to everybody else outside of the home as the hero in this situation. But if something happens that alters that view of them being the hero, they're going to take it out on you. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if this person is giving you the silent treatment and then you maybe questioned it and were like, oh no, they're just busy, or they're just doing this, or they're just doing that. No, this person is very much in a low vibrational energy, okay? Again, we have father energy here, but they're very much mirroring the father wound here. And the father wound is where you didn't receive that criticism, right? That constructive criticism. You didn't receive that encouragement. You didn't receive that kindness, that helping hand to pick you up again when you fell down. Not brush your knees off, we're going to try it again because you're so brave and you got this. The father wound is where you had a very conniving, over-controlling, overbearing, brutal father in your life. Someone who was always absent. Someone who had something to tell you about how good you were not. Right? How you were never going to add up. Again, this person, whoever they are, they're mirroring that father wound back to you, and they do not see you as a person. And this is the secret that they want to tell you, because I feel like you've been intuitively guided to knowing what this person's true intents are, but there's still this air of questioning. Are you sure? Like, they're so kind, or they're so generous, or they're doing this, right? This person knows how to embody those actions that get attention. Okay? What gets attention? Generosity. What gets more attention? Being a leader. Having the knowledge. Being a know-it-all. Wait, do you feel like you've caught this person with their pants down a couple of times? And I'm not talking about literally. I'm talking about figuratively. I feel like this person is showing you their true colors time and time again. And you're like thinking maybe I was the one that overreacted, or maybe I was the one that was in the wrong. And your ancestors are saying absolutely not. You did the right thing. You've never been trying to cause drama with this person. Why are you the one that's burdening it like you were? That's not fair. That's not fair to you. This person doesn't see you the way that they should. That's on them. That's not on you. But they're benefiting from having your energy and having access to your energy. Right? And I know that's easier said than done to walk away. I understand that. I can tell you I understand that. But what they're saying here is give yourself the opportunity to see things as they are without the rose-colored glasses for a time. Because I feel like there's something here where this person is constantly convincing you that they're not who they say they are, or they're not who they act like they are, is more like it. We have Taurus energy coming out here. Trust, patience, and sensuality. This is your energy. You're a very trusting person. You're very patient. You're very sensual, very loving, very giving. You're very good at taking care of yourself. But how many times have you filled up your cup just to pour it back on this person and feel completely drained? We have Leo energy here. Self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. This could be a Leo in your life. This could be a Virgo. This could be a Gemini. We said that at the beginning, Virgo and Gemini here. We have Virgo and Gemini here. Could be Aries. This person takes a toll on your confidence. This person takes a toll on you in a lot of different ways, but your self-confidence has been waning because of this person. I also feel like this person knows just how loyal you are, and they're always playing on your heartstrings about your loyalty. Okay? Yeah, Moon, nurture yourself and others. Satisfy emotional needs. It's about you taking care of yourself. It's time to put you first. And there's been a challenge here. right? There's been a challenge. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's a huge challenge here that's like, how do I put myself first? Let's see if we can kind of paint this picture a little bit more here. Excitement. We have Mercury in Gemini. Wow, we have excitement. This person creates a lot of ups and downs for you, and it feels like the excitement of the situation is something that life is supposed to be. You've become accustomed to that, and becoming accustomed to that, it's like, well, I'm just so used to this, so I just might as well let things play out as they're going to play out. Okay, and then we have Moon in Gemini. I can't. There's so much Gemini coming out here. This could be someone that's a Gemini, but this is also constant confirmation that your ancestors have been trying to tell you this. We have adaptability. Here's the thing. Look, we've got 3 and 3, 2 different ones here, but third house energy coming in really strongly here. We have the Moon in Gemini. We have Mercury in Gemini. This person knows how to play on your heartstrings, but I do feel like this is interesting energy because this tells me, look at how this character, I don't know who this is, I apologize, but is standing on this other person's back. Let me see if we can get that to focus a little better. That's exactly what they do. They've got so many things going on to distract you that you're not realizing what it is that they're doing, how they're treating you. Okay? But with this, we're seeing that your ancestors are saying you're very adaptable to situations. You will find yourself in a really bad situation and do the best to make the best of that situation. And then we have Mercury in Aries, restlessness on the bottom here. There's massive healing to be had here, but you have to take a different route. Okay? You're feeling burnout. You're feeling, look, and under that we have Mercury in Cancer with intuition. Trusting your intuition is key here. Trusting your intuition is key. But you're finding yourself burnout, finding yourself being restless, not knowing what to do. What direction do I take? How do I overcome this? Why is that? It's because this person is eating up your time, your energy, and your space. Okay, you could have some really malefic third house placements as well, or this person might have malefic third house placements. Venus, attracting abundance. That's the other thing. This person sees how abundant you are, and they want that for themselves. Again, I want to be the center of attention here. I don't care what it does to other people. I want to be the center of attention. Me, 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 me. I. You don't matter in this situation because I'm the only thing there is. That's not fair to be in that type of energy, right? We have victim. Prevent you from letting yourself be victimized and victimizing others. And I feel like you're using this, but there's also a very toxic way that you're using it right now. You don't want to let yourself be victimized by this person, which is great. That's so powerful. But I feel like it's gone so far that you're believing that you're being hypocritical in a sense and criticizing yourself. With the shadows, playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity, inability to maintain personal boundaries. I feel like this person asks you questions about yourself, or like if you share any information with this person has a heyday with it and twists it into all kinds of different stories and tells. And this is like paint in place. Anytime they leave the house, you are what is on the agenda to talk about. And they say whatever the heck it is. So you could tell them a story and they're going to twist and turn that story to make you look like a terrible person. Because this person wants to look like the good guy. They want to look like the victim. They want to look like they want the attention. Again, I don't care if it's good or bad attention. I want people to react to me at all costs. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with an insight of awareness. And this is exactly where you're at right now, and your ancestors are saying that. You're in this place of denial, and it's not to blame yourself. We're not telling you this to blame yourself, not at all. It's absolutely understandable, and especially if you care about this person deeply, like it's hard to see people for who they truly are sometimes because we're so emotionally invested in it. So we have the sun in Gemini. I can't with you right now, ancestors. Seriously? We have versatility. You're not recognizing just how flexible you truly are. Like this person has crossed your boundaries. You've moved your boundaries. They've crossed your boundaries some more. You've moved your boundaries. You're adaptable. You're versatile. Like you're doing so much to accommodate this person, but what are they really doing to accommodate you? And that's what your ancestors are asking here. This could be a Gemini. Gemini energy is out here like crazy. Okay? We have cusp. Break on through, baby. Don't let it get you down. And then Chiron. Focus on healing. Yeah. This is something you're going to absolutely have to heal from. There is no just one and done with this situation. This is once you choose to take care of yourself, and whatever that means, whether that means not giving this person as much energy, not giving them as much as your time, just truly focusing on yourself, or that means you leaving. Again, it's going to be different for every person here, but remembering that when you do that, take space and time for you to heal, and don't put a time frame on it. Allow yourself to let go. We have the athlete. Yeah, this is someone who's very, very forceful, who dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. This is what you've done. You've strengthened your spirit. You've strengthened your personal willpower, right? And the shadow is misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, a false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. And that's exactly what we see. This person feels entitled. They feel like no one has it worse than they do, and they're going to go out of their way to make sure that people see that, hear that, or feel that, so that they get the pity, they get the oh poor you, or they get the wow, you're so amazing. I can't believe that you would do that for your family or for the people that you care about. That's incredible. Purpose. I know what I'm here to do. So your ancestors are asking you to focus back on your purpose. Don't let this person knock you or deter you from what it is that you know you are here to do, to create, to become. You have something so much bigger than this person, even if right now it doesn't feel like that. And that's okay. That's all right. It's not about just one day deciding I'm not going to feel this way anymore. It's truly about feeling those emotions and letting them go. Because if we say, I'm not going to feel this anymore, and we lock it away, those feelings are going to come back up at some point in time. But you are loved and you are supported. And whether you believe it or not, hear me when I say you are lovable. And I know this with my heart of hearts, that you are lovable exactly as you are right now, regardless of how this person is showing up. It is not, nor will it ever be, a reflection of you. This person wants one thing and one thing only, and that is they feel entitled to being the center of attention. Whatever drives that, it doesn't matter. They could have been in a big family and felt like they were ignored. They could have had a lot of childhood wounds. They could also have the father wound as well. There's so many things that can play into this, that they're living out their own wounds as well, even if this is a father figure in your life. Just because they're a father, just because they're older, it does not mean that they've healed. Right? You can run into people who are 100 years old and they've never done any emotional, psychological, physical healing of their wounds, and they're still the embodiment of when they were wounded at age 5, 6, 7, 8. You're seeing a grown person, someone who's lived an entire full life, but have they lived it fully, being in those wounds? You know, these are questions you can ask yourself to help you determine, is this something that I really want to continue to be in? We have unlock the magic within with the magic guardian. We're going to read this from the book. You don't realize just how magical you are, right? You might, it's kind of like you've hinted at it, like, oh yeah, I know I'm magical, like I know I've got all this stuff, like I know, but you don't necessarily believe it. Like you don't really see the depth of it. It says, stop looking outside yourself and recognize that you have incredible power within. Magic is the energy of the universe that allows you to manifest and create through the direction and power of your will. It changes according to your frequency. The magic guardian is a representation of the angel of magic who helps you direct your will to bring something into creation. She is the angel who swirls around shamans and wise ones when they are calling on the energy of magic to help them manifest something that will be healing and supportive of their path. She is the angel of all magic that is directed for the highest good of whoever is working with it. You are the magic. You are the answer. You have it all within you. If you've been searching for an answer, for a reason to focus, recognize that all that you are looking for is already within you. You are a powerful, magical person with the capacity to direct your intentions and will your desires into being. But your power can only be powerful when you own it. So take time to acknowledge it. Your ability to dedicate yourself to a goal and make it happen is a real gift that you are being guided to recognize right now. Yeah, so your ancestors are saying, let this go. Okay, the secret, I feel like the main secret here is just honor how powerful you are and trust that that is with purpose, okay? I know this wasn't an easy message, but it had to come out, right? And sometimes we need to hear these difficult messages so we can choose ourselves in situations that otherwise are toxic for us. And that doesn't make you a bad person. It won't, and it never will. Choosing yourself will always lead you to what is meant for you. Okay, so this is what I see here for you. If you felt like this was your reading, leave the little fire emoji down below and say, through the flames, I awaken new and honor and own the magic that dwells deep within my soul, and I choose to direct it as I see fit by drawing back into that internal well. And if it resonated with you, it means so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. And if you're interested in supporting the channel further, please check out the description box. It has everything you need, including how to reach me for a personal reading, as well as how to join as a member here on the channel. With that, I do want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this powerful message. And until next time, and a special shout out to the ancestors. Thank you, ancestors. And until next time, stay human. Bye.